everyone! Hello everyone, this is Ria. Welcome back to Milgram Reactions, where we will decipher the intent of these characters and what their sins are. Anyways, thinking back to last week, when we saw Mu, she was a victim of bullying at a young age by young assailants, and she retaliated in her own way to reduce her own suffering, which didn't have a nice outcome. I don't have much to say about it, but that is the outcome. That is what his sin is. She killed the person she believed to have caused her hurt. Anyways, let's move on to the next character. That is all. The next character, prisoner number 05, is, excitingly, Mr. Kirisaki Shidou. He's 29, considered one of the older casts because all of the other people are not even 20. He's attractive, visibly so, demands death penalty in his introductions. He could possibly be scheming. Because, if he himself says to give him the death penalty, then the viewers will definitely think twice before giving him before saying that he has done wrong. They'll try to find reasons not to do that. Maybe he's playing some mind games. He understands the weight of his actions. That is something I wrote because there was a dialogue about him saying that. I don't know, maybe he could be a serial killer or something like that. I don't know. From the undercover lyrics, it was, which way will you through your weight to be deceived or the deceiver? Yes, that is why I was thinking that he's possibly scheming with his demand for the death penalty. There's no way he actually wants to be killed, but if he understands the weight of his options, maybe he does want to be killed. I don't really have a concrete theory about this character. And another theory is that his crime was also a crime of passion. He was in love, but it is a weak theory. I'm not so convinced by it. And his uncoded line was, not dead. She's definitely not dead. I finally understand the value of what I've been robbing people of. So he's done this to multiple people, and that's why I thought of him as a serial killer. I finally remembered why I wrote that. Let's go. Let's start. Oh, wait.
待たせたな。囚人番号5番、シド。
It's starting, Chris.
いいえ、ご苦労様です、S 君。
さ
I didn't expect that voice and for him to call him S-kun. From his impression, he gives off a deep husky voice tone, but his voice is actually kind of polite, and he's calling him kun. Not really my taste.
てシド。尋問を始めよ
う。はい。
This is so calm. Oh, he's hesitating because Shidou is so compliant. Yes, that is the correct word. He's compliant. He's complying to the authority or something like that.
さて、ミルグラムはお前たち囚人の罪を明らかにし、適切な判断を下すために存在している。そのために、僕といくつか話をしよ
う。If you think about it, ES is also talking in a softer voice.
よろしくお願いします。
尋問といっても、 現段階では手荒な真似をするつもりはない。
Oh,
また
so what you did to Haruka was not. You don't even acknowledge that.
意も黙秘も認めている。
なるほど。言いたくないことは言わないかもしれませんが、嘘はつかないつもりです。
Okay. He's a
シド、
complicated character.
ミルグラムの生活はどうだ？環境へ
I think he's using his compliant nature to hide his true self. You know? Like he's not showing who he truly is.
の不満や
He's just saying, okay, yes, of course. Thank you.
囚人間での問題は発生していないか？
特に何の不自由もなく、囚人同士も特に問題は起きていませんね。
An interesting
S 君の
answer.
管理の賜物ではないでしょうか。
Flattery?
大したものです。
He's flattering?
いや、
Yes,
ちょっと待てシド。
はい、何でしょ
これは
right? He's
僕
getting
が間
mixed
違っている
feelings.
のは分かっているんだが、今までに比べてスムーズに進行しすぎていてなんだかちょっと気持ちが悪い。
No, but
う。そんなこ
Shidou's
とを言われましても。
demeanor is unsettling.
シド、お前はミルグラムに対しての疑問はないのか？
そうですね。もちろんここは明らかにおかしい。建築様式も使われている文字も見たことがないものだ。夢や幻を見ているという方が納得できます。
He's not really voicing his true feelings, but sharing his mundane observations about the environment. Like, interesting.
しかし、それにしては意識は正明。
What the fuck?
脈も正常値の
What the
範
hell does that mean?
囲、幻覚症状と見られるようなものもない。
He's being
そ
so
の説は
objective, like on the
俺の中では
details,
薄い。
on the practical details, and not his
あと
feelings.
は死後の世界ですでにここが地獄であるという線を除くとすると、ここは現
Other than that, if this is afterlife, then this place must be hell. But if I set that aside, then this is just real life. Oh, this line is his real feelings, which he said because ES was asking for that.
現実。俺自体は正常で異常な場所にいる。理由もからくりもわかりませんが、現実逃避していても仕方がないでしょう。
He's very like
冷
pragmatic,
静だな。
cold,
それは
practical.
正確ですね。単純に悪くないと思っているんですよ、ここのことを。
ミルグラムを
So he
ここは
doesn't view the. I stopped that as such a nice place. So he views Milgram as something that fulfills his own objectives, and that's why he's not like put off by it.
俺を殺してくれる。
何？
せっかくの機会ですし、単刀直入に言います。S 君、君が囚人の処遇を決めているんでしょ？
Right.
ああ、そうだな。
俺は死刑を希望しています。よろしく。
認め。
You guys don't understand if you don't understand the nuances in Japanese, but like in translated English, it wasn't conveyed very well, but he said, "Death penalty, please." He was like so concise and like, it wasn't even death, I want death penalty, thank you. It was death penalty, please.
お前たちが自分の処置を決めることはできない。
Right.
それは、監視たる僕だけに与えられている権利だ。
ES is
ですか
stating
ら
his own authority.
その権利を有している看守の S 君にお願いをしているんで
Oh,
す。
so that was he was using flattery. That's such a real sound.
お前が自分の罪に対して反省と後悔をし、極刑を望んでいるというのは受け取った。
No, ES. what if he doesn't regret it? What if he's just acting like he regrets it because he wants to put an end to his life and doesn't actually regret it? Like, what if his motive is death? Or maybe his motive is to incite you to find reasons to not name him guilty.
参考にしよう。僕はその態度を考慮し、考えるだけだ。
Right. Yes.
もちろん、そういうアピールを見せているだけという可能性も残したままな。
S 君とミルグラムの目的が何かは分かりません。
Me too.
心から歌と映像を取り出し、罪を判断すると言っていましたね。
Yes.
ああ、
He's
それ
trying
が
to
どうした。
understand new
そんなま
information.
だるっこしい真似をする必要はないんですよ。正しい罰を与えたいなら、さっさと俺を殺せば済む話ですよ。
しつこいぞ、シド。
You see, getting to have a quick death is sometimes a mercy. So maybe Shidou actually wants to die in Milgram. So if he gets to go out, like if he gets released from here, someone out there is going to give him a really painful and cruel death. Theory, just a theory, hypothesis.
立場をわきまえろ。
聞いてください S 君。俺は人を殺しています。 それも大量に。利己的な理由でも殺しているし、正真正銘の立派な殺人者です。
He's admitting it.
許す理由もないし、許されたいとも思っていない。
わからんやつだ
So
な。
he had his reasons and he
my
accepts them.
そうでなければ、俺に殺された人
That's
間
a
も
practical
その
reason
家
which
族も
he
納得し
himself
ないで
doesn't
しょう。
believe.
知ったことか。
Right?
僕は被害者の味方というわけでもなければ、家族でもない。
Now he signs.
そもそも、僕が決めるのは許すか許さないかだけだ。その後の刑の内容までは知らん。
そうなんですか。
Right.
S 君も知らないことが多いんですね。
He's making a jab at him, like he's taunting him slightly, like even you don't know everything. Okay. Something like that.
お前らのその後のことを知ることで、許すかどうかをフラットに判断できなくなるのを避けるためのものだと理解しているがな。
No, I don't.
しかし、ここからは死の匂いがします。
I also think that, like,
きっとミルグラム
such
の行き着
an
く先には
intricate
何
plot
かしらの
would
死が
not
待
be
っています。
fulfilled without death.
死の匂い。
ええ。経験上なんとなくわかるんです。死の匂いが充満している場所。
Oh,
そ
the verdict of a killer, of a professional killer.
うなのか。
Wait. What if he was a person who used to kill criminals, like the kind of criminals that aren't caught by law, and he was like a justice, he was using justice in his own way, and that's why he killed a lot of people. But that would tie a lot into what was his name? Futa's character, so no, that wouldn't be true.
どちらにせよ、ミルグラムは三神性だ。じっくり許す許さないを判断させてもらう。お前が許されたくないと願おうと、僕が許すべきと判断すれば、遠慮なく許させてもらう。
三神性ね。
3 trials.
長すぎますね。早く行かせて
I
もらいた
also
いも
think
の
it
なの
will
です
take
が、
so much longer to
お
get
前の
to
都合
trial
など知
3.
るか。ルールに文句を言うな。
三神性ということは、例えば俺が一審で許されず控訴をしなければ、その場で処遇が決まるのでは？
それは日本法の三神性だ。ミルグラムのものとは違う。一旦、そこら辺の常識を捨てろ。そもそも、日本で言えば、監獄法の廃止に伴い、 監獄自体存在していないはずだ。
Like this place is illegal. Oh my god, wait. Shidou managed to get a piece of information from ES for the first time. Like this information he didn't reveal to anyone else. And Shidou managed to get it. Like his facade, if it is a facade, is definitely working.
どうした？
Am I thinking too much?
目を丸くして。
いや、子供なのに
It's
たくさん勉
a
強したの
taunt,
だ
it's a
なと
jab
思っ
at
て。
him.
おい。バカにしてるのか？
Right. He is trying to do that.
いえ、そんなことは。
Or maybe it's his natural personality.
さっきから気になっていた。
What?
S 君と舐めた呼び方。
Right.
僕は看守だぞ。
S has his authority.
それは理解しています。しかし、君は実際に子供です。
He views
倍
his
近く生きているであろう俺からすると。
Oh my god. Pulling rank with age. This is a line I know from a novel. Pulling rank with age. Oh my god, he's definitely looking down on ES and trying to manipulate him.
なんだ？
君みたいな子供がこの役割を任されていることへの同情を感じます。
は
あ、君が看守をやっている事情も理由も知りませんが、きっと苦悩もあることでしょう。頑張ってくださいね。
Offering sympathies, flattery.
なるほど。なるほどな。そうかそうか。
What did you understand? Deep breath. Give me what you thought. Oh my god, you're too affected, ES.
S 君。
気安く頭を触るな。
Oh, so he was like even tapping his head in real life and like treating him definitely like a child, and that's why ES is too angry.
ちょ
So
っと
angry.
待ってください。
せっきり。
突然すねを蹴るのは良くない。
It goes to show like ES is very impulsive.
黙れ。お前が今までの囚人でダントツ気に入らん。
He's
期待して
frustrated.
知った風な口で大人ぶって冷静な顔しやがって。天津さえ僕の頭をポンポンしやがって。
Wait. Is he deliberately trying to anger ES so that ES will give him a bad, like a guilty edict? Like he's trying to make ES angry so ES will give him a death penalty because his initial favor or like request didn't work.
僕はお前の子供か？は？ふざけるな。
That
手
was
荒
so
な真似は
cheeky.
しないと言いませんでしたっけ？
ケースバイケースだ。
なんという。
He's so
おいシ
particular.
ド。何が死を望んでいるだ。バカにするなよ。必死に生きたいと願え。
Okay.
生への執着があるからこそ罪に対しての罰は存在するのだ。お前
He
の
has
存
a
在は
particular
ミルグラム
philosophy.
と僕への冒涜だ。
Oh, so affected by him.
すねを切られれば痛みがあるだろう。
Ah.
痛ければうめき声を上げるだろう。涙が出るだろう。
ええ。
ざまあ見ろ。
Natural.
お前が死にたいと嘘吹いても、その痛みは
ES's voice is so nice, like the grit and like ES is speaking with anger. But he's saying very natural things and he's not falling for his plan.
お前の肉体が死にたくないと叫んでいるのと同じだ。
I don't know.
生きているうちはきちんと生きろ。
Oh.
死んだような顔をするな。そんな大人が僕を子供扱いするな。不愉快だ。以上。
なるほど。 痛みがあるのは生きたい証拠だと。
I don't know.
ですが反論させてもらうと、俺のすねの心外受
He's
容器
being
が痛み
so
を感受し
practical, like
脊髄
bringing out
そ
the
して脳へ
objective
痛みの
facts.
信号を伝播したというだけのただの反応に過ぎません。心外受容性疼痛と言います。
はあ？
ですから俺が死にたいと思っていても意思に関係なく起きる出来事ですので、
He's
S 君の言っていることは
correcting
間違いです。
大人げない。
Payback.
すねを蹴られた仕返しですよ。でもね、
Why?
素敵な間違いだと思います。眩しくて目を背けたくなるほど。
What?
やはり君は子供です。
Huh? 眩しくて to the point of wanting to look away. I'm trying to decipher the Japanese. Right. He thinks that ES was a child and had a temper tantrum.
でも
But why does that make him
それが俺
happy?
はとても嬉しい。
シド。
Weird. He's weird. I don't understand him. I did like him when he was introduced, but now I don't like him that much. Like, he's too hard to understand.
歌を抽出するというやつですか。
I do like him.
興味
He's
深いですね。
interesting.
俺からどのようなものが出てくるのか。
I think
ど
it
こ
will
まで
be
も冷静
serene.
だな。言い残した
Calm
ことはあるか？
composed.
ああ、そうだ。他の囚人がどう思っているかは分かりませんが、俺はミルグラム自体には賛成なんです。
Oh.
そうらしいな。
俺は正真正銘の殺人者です。
His identity.
いつ裁きが下っても構わない。ですが、できるなら法律に許さないと言われるよりも S 君みたいな子に許さないと言われたかったんです。
Wait. That is so ew. Like, did he actually kill children? Or like, did he kill grown-up people? Or is it that he himself has a child and that right? He's like 29. So he might have had a hidden child somewhere, slept with some woman who had a child and then ended up killing her or something like that. Oh my god. That can be complicated like that, but like his fascination with children is weird.
はあ？
この役割には同情もするし、俺の死を押し付ける申し訳なさもある。でも君がいい。俺に似合いの終わり方をくれる。
ES is also like weirded out.
何を言っているんだ。そういう特殊な。
さてどうでしょうね。
See.
とにかく俺の今の目標は
He wants the other
君に
person
罰される
to.
ことです。
He's manipulating the other person. Trying his
正しい
best.
判断を下すことを期待しています。
The
前
correct.
提が違う。僕の判断こそが正し
Wow.
い。それが
Miruguramu.
ミルグラムだ。
Miruguramu.
じゃあ君が正しいことを期待します。
He makes such subtle taunts and jabs. Like, he's an interesting character, though. I would like to see his music song.
言ってろ。
I'm interested.
俺をちゃんと許さないでくださいね。S 君
He's really grilling the point up.
何度も言わせるな。お前の希望など知るか。
Yes.
囚人番号5番シド。さあ、お前の罪を歌え。
I actually find Shidou to be very complex. He's like compliant at the start, he's using flattery, then he's even treating ES like a child, he's asking for a favor. Oh, and and being objective, bringing out facts, thinking about like objective facts, like this place is good, matches my objectives. This is a place that fulfills my ambitions as well. He's very focused on his own goal and is willing to like manipulate others, if that makes sense. And what he's portraying in this scene is like his part of manipulation, what I think it is. I don't know. Bye bye. Hello everyone, we are here to see Shidou's Throwdown MV. I am very excited because he looks like he's in Hawaii and having a vacation or something like that. Those clothes. But like this is a beach outfit, casual shirt with a really fit pants. I don't know. Let's go. I won't say much the first time around, and then I will look through the MV again to see what truly happens and analyze. His voice is like nice. Yume no naka de, what am I doing? Subtitles English, yes. Oh, no inner my dream. Is he a doctor? And is he a doctor that conducted an experiment that ended up killing people? I have to look at it again. I didn't consider that angle. Flowers. Maybe. Definitely. The piano, like when the piano bangs like this, it's so good. Like the instrumental, it has its moments. The instrumental is very good. Oh my god. His expression. Wait. These aren't actually flowers, but he's actually performing operations. Flowers. The singer Shidou's voice is quite nice. I like the chorus. He looks so sweet. His expression is his true expression. The true troubled self. This section is good. Dun. Chocolate, pomegranate. Superior and inferior has come true, stabbing to this bird to death. There's so many things. The instrumental, the piano, the guitar. I like the guitar. Hey, wait. What are these? Cards? Key cards? he's guilty. Like all the scenes in the garden, and the garden is so grander, and it's gold, brown, black. It looks so sleek, and the flowers, but everything is tinged with his own guilt. Like, I like the style of the MV. The flowers are so good. Oh my god. Wait. Did someone who was supposed to die wake up again? And that's when he realized that he was robbing people of something. The flowers are going out. This is so metaphorical and beautiful. This was such a nice, like, the music was so nice, his voice was so nice, and it was laid chill back, but the storyline wasn't letting you go. Like, you couldn't chill down for a second because the freaking storyline was going on. I really like the singer's voice, and how, rather than just the voice, I like how he sings. Like, the high notes are often slided into them. He's sliding into the high notes rather than just going into the high notes, and that sounds so beautiful. And let's go. This man right here, when we see him, it's just a bed and the background is brown. This is like the true reality, and what he thinks is this grander gold palace kind of architecture right here. This is what he presumes it to be, but the reality is this. Wait, why am I listening to it again? It is good though. I like the what are these whistles? I don't know what to call them. I think the flowers are a really nice imagery because flowers are something that don't last long and like are fragile, short-lived, and maybe since he's so fascinated with children, maybe he was a gynecologist? I don't know. And maybe the flowers actually depict the short-lived nature of his patients. And look here, the outer scenery is so dry. This is like the reality when the flowers aren't even blooming, and he's a doctor who has to relay really sad news to the family of the patient. Let's see if there are any subtle changes. They are inquiring. I like these squiggly lines around the characters because he himself doesn't really actually want to see their reactions. He just wants to maintain a calm face and like an emotionless face so he doesn't perceive their reactions. He's sad a little, and he comforts the other person. Then, wait. This is an interesting choice. Like, after comforting them, he's going back to his own work. And like this choice, where his eyes look at us, like he's showing his true self in that moment. And this is his like facade, like he maintains his this unreadable expression. And in his illusion, let me call this illusion, or in his mind, he looks like this. He's happy, grand, and the bleak reality is somehow very colorful. Gloves which he uses for operations. This is such a nice imagery. Like, this is so rich and beautiful, not such a stark to the real world. The flowers are beautiful. Like, does he have knowledge on flowers? Like, does he actively have medical knowledge on medicine that uses natural flowers and stuff? Or is it just a metaphor for doing surgeries and stuff and cutting? Oh, wait. He's cutting the life cord. Like, oh my. If you think about, like, the cord that attaches the baby to the mother, he's cutting that. Maybe. And he is looking at the flower in his hand and polishing it, being happy with what he managed to save. Maybe he gets the choice between who to save, the mother or the child, or something like that. This flower right here is a flower, right? Like a red iris orchid. This rose is dried, like a dried flower, a contrast. Wait. The flowers he cut from the branch in the scene I called surgery are displayed in glass cases, but they are truly withered. The flowers are actually withered and not really what he thinks them to be. This is so beautiful. This is actually beautiful. Like, my mic is falling. So sorry. This is such a beautiful portrayal. And he himself has such a beautiful smile, thinking he's doing something grand and nice. The flower, he's taking care of flowers. These plants make me think that plants which are red in color and orange indicate danger. And this is a white flower which is fading out, like it's currently dying in his hands. And now new patients, again, he's trying to tell them the news, but this time they're accusing him. Like, why couldn't he do better? And that's why his face is kind of more sad and his expression shows through. And I don't know. Wait, how do I find this freaking scene? Yes, pomegranate and chocolate. Pomegranate and chocolate usually depicts like luxury, and pomegranate is like it's considered like apple to be a forbidden fruit. Like he's indulging in the forbidden act and being happy by it, like drinking chocolate. Chocolate is also like the fruit that comes in, is the seeds of a fruit, like it's inside someone else. Pomegranate seeds. Oh,
New L'Oreal Paris Hyaluron Pure
frick.
dissolves
What happened?
oiliness from scalp and
No,
hydrates
I
hair
don't
for
want to
72
see
hours.
right now. We were focused on Shidou. Sorry. My theory number 2. Pomegranate is like a fruit in which you find the seeds. Chocolate is like a thing that is made from the seeds of a fruit, and children are, do you understand? Like children come from the mother, from inside the mother, and he's indulging in the fruit. Like if that theory is true, that is like such a dark metaphor. His expressions is dry. And this is the chocolate covered pomegranate seeds. I don't know. What is it exactly? To be honest, it actually looks like an internal organ more than chocolate and pomegranate. And he's cutting flowers again. His implements. He's cutting this particular flower, and he gets to decide. These are his tools, and the previous flowers he already cut out, which are dying. And there are so many lives, so many truths. And this is like the names of the patients he's had to deal with that flow down and break his illusion. Like maybe he realized something, and the raining receipts are like the names of the patient he's remembering he's had to deal with. And his hands slightly curve inward and he touches them. He's saying something here. Instruments, medical instruments that lead to him, like a trail of blood that leads to him. This can be like a trail of stuff that leads to him. This is like that kind of imagery. Himself was looking up into the sky, very calm and happy. Maybe he had a realization that what he thought wasn't true, and the flowers are truly dying. And when we get to see him in a vulnerable state in his own bed, he's truly grappling with his own guilt at what he's done. And he's broken the glass case in which he used to keep his flowers. I wonder if I can die with it still left. Like his wish to die. Red flowers, danger. And this is like a person that impacted him, like made him realize. Maybe the person came back to life in almost a miraculous way when the medical record showed that they should be dead or something like that. And the person died because he didn't help them enough and didn't believe that they could live. But when he tries to touch them, the flowers fade away, like they die anyway. And he truly realizes that that he wants to end this life and this misery. And he tears the last receipt himself, like he's no longer doing this again. Oh my god, this was so good. Like this I do not mean in the like, I mean to say that the imagery, the stuff they put into it, like what they thought, this is so nice. Let's look at the lyrics. But like, this is so nice and well thought out. No, in my dream, making you cry, I blinked again. No hesitation, like you're always holding its breath and sniffling out dries. So like, now he is always blamed, like he's the doctor who was in charge, and he doesn't hesitate to kill the small lives, or like, even if his patients aren't children, he doesn't hesitate to kill them, or like stop the life support or something like that. Tells me it's okay to be here, won't stop. Like his duties tell him that it's okay to be here, it's okay to do this, and even if he stops his work as a doctor, other doctors will still do this. So like that is what he thinks. The patient's families always cry a lot, but he says you have to live your life. You only live once. Move on, move on. He tries to connect with the patient to keep them alive. Like the patient's family, he tries to give them hope, but like he himself doesn't have any hope and is like lying to himself. He, even when he didn't realize what he does and had guilt, he still thought, please don't forgive me, and like I want this to end and stuff like that. At first, he was like a pure white self who didn't think of all this guilt, but like after stabbing other people, after telling other people and being affected by their pain, he changed. And he's thinking to himself, like when he was his pure self and able to hide his own feelings, he doesn't even remember that anymore. And his pure self became more and more diluted, corrupted, and doesn't have any flavor if it's chewed. And it also goes to show like the pomegranate seed or chocolate seed visual, like what he means is like even if he kills another life, he doesn't feel any emotion anymore. Like he's not interested. The emotion is not needed here. It's a waste. There's no meaning in feeling it, and it doesn't matter. Yes, it matters, but no, it doesn't matter. That's what he's saying. It's all how you say it to the other person. And like he's the value of someone else's life, he always has to think about it, like who should be left to live and who should be condemned to death, and like the stabbing despair to death and something like that. Maybe that's why when ES says like if you feel pain, that means you want to live. So this relates back to his own experience as a doctor, where he had to kill someone who still felt pain, where he had to let someone die who still felt pain. He remembered that maybe so many truths, so many lives, the end has already begun. I will finally be saved once it comes true. Like once he realizes his guilt, he will be saved from this nightmare because he will put an end to his job and himself, maybe. Put your regret on display, like the flowers, the grandeur, and the golden palace visual with golden greenhouse, not the palace. It's like a greenhouse, right? It's his regrets on display. And he wishes he was there for someone. And like the display is in his mind an illusion of what he did for the other person, like one of the two people he let live. So like the other person's life was there saved, so like that is on display with the same expression. Don't feel. Earlier in the lyrics he felt like he had to maintain his expression. Now he doesn't even have to maintain his same expression. He's not scared anymore. Like he's so used to this now. But his ethics are delusion now, and he finally realized that he's grappling with guilt and there's no way out of this, and maybe death can save him. He wants everything to end. Oh my god, this is such a nice visual. He looks like a priest in that. Maybe that is what they were going for. To make him look like a priest. I don't know. Like a doctor is someone who's connected with saving lives, being a god, right? This is so interesting. Those are all my theories. Thank you for watching. This was so long, right? I'm really more interested in Shido now. Like, I thought he was manipulating, but like, he is actually being truthful. Like, what he said is actually his true wish. Okay. Thank you for watching. Catch me next week with another Milgram reaction. Thank you.